So today we are at Waddesdon Manor and we are visiting in late January, which honestly feels like such an underrated time to come here. The manor house itself is closed right now. It's winter, so the main building isn't open, and you will notice that a lot of sculptures around the grounds are covered up to protect them from the cold. One really important thing to know, entry to the grounds is free at this time of the year, but you do need to book your visit online in advance. It's just a reservation, no payment, but definitely don't skip it. Getting here is easy. From the car park, you can either hop on a shuttle bus or do the 20-30 minute walk up through the estate. We chose to walk, and I would really recommend it if you can. It slowly builds the anticipation. What's surprising is how much it already feels like spring. There are snowdrops everywhere, little signs of life popping up all over the place. For January, this is looking pretty magical. Now, here's where Waddesdon gets really interesting. These grounds aren't just a garden, they are basically the result of a Victorian billionaire's obsession with creating a French fantasy on a completely bare English hilltop. When Baron Ferdinand de Rothschild bought this land in 1874, it was literally just mud and grass, nothing else. And he was impatient. So instead of planting tiny trees and waiting decades, he bought fully grown, mature trees, massive oaks and chestnuts, and had them hauled here by teams of 16 horses. What you are walking through right now, that's basically an instant forest. And building all of this on a hill was such a nightmare that Ferdinand actually built his own private steam tramway just to move stone, soil, and plants up the slope. You can still see traces of that old tram line around the area known as Tie Bridge, which follows the original route. After Ferdinand, the estate passed on to his sister, Miss Alice, who was intense. She was a legendary gardener and absolutely ruthless when it came to weeds. She had this special weeding tool and was known for striking down any weed that dared to appear in her perfectly designed flower beds, which she treated like 3D carpets. Her standards were so high that Miss Alice's rules are still used today by the National Trust to care for the estate. And if you think this was wild, wait for this. Ferdinand's nephew, Walter Rothschild, was famously eccentric. He literally trained 3 zebras to pull his carriage and would casually drive them up the grand driveway to shock visitors. Just imagine showing up to the country house and being greeted by zebras. By the way, if you are visiting with a dog, this place is very dog friendly, which we love. Dogs on short leads are welcome in most of the grounds, including the woodland walks and even inside the stables cafe. You will find water bowls around the site, and yes, dogs are even allowed to the shuttle buses. Now, this was an unexpected highlight for us, the wine cellar. It's tucked away and honestly feels like a secret discovery. Inside you will find a fascinating collection of wines, some over 100 years old. Ferdinand loved wine and experimented with growing rare grape varieties that weren't common in England. The cellar is climate controlled, so the wines stay healthy even in winter, a striking contrast to the bare trees outside. It's a living piece of history, the same wines Ferdinand enjoyed, maintained carefully by the National Trust today. And the best part is free to visit even when the manor is closed. So if you're bored during winter months and you're nearby, or you're looking for a peaceful walk with a bit of storytelling built right into the scenery, Waddesdon Manor is absolutely worth putting on your list.